guys, so this is going to be my I'm sorry, the lighting is really weird right now. This is going to be my 28-week update today. So I am officially 7 months pregnant. I'm 28 weeks and 1 day, because today's Sunday. So, I'm sorry if this is going to be really long. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I just know that there's a lot to update on in this last little week. So, I have to jump right into it and tell you guys what has been going on. So, that last update that I put up, I know I put it up really late, meaning time-wise, I was off a little bit, but it was recorded pretty much on, I think it was recorded on Saturday, the day that I turned 27 weeks. So, that was all fine. I'm pretty sure that was, I'm sure that was accurate. But I just ended up putting it up really late. But anyways, so, starting from that Saturday, the next day, which was Sunday, last Sunday, so this is 1 week ago exactly, I was cleaning at night, right before I go to sleep, and right before I laid down, I told my husband, I said, man, I just don't feel good. And he's like, oh, what's wrong? Are you sick? And it wasn't like pregnancy, throw up, I'm sick feeling. It was I'm going to get the flu feeling, which I thought was really weird. And I was like, oh no, what is this? I didn't feel well, at all. So I was like, maybe I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up and it'll be fine. So I went to sleep, woke up the next morning, which was Monday morning, and I was just out. I felt miserable, and it was the weirdest miserable ever. I didn't have a fever, I didn't have sniffles, I didn't have congestion, I didn't have any of that. I just felt horrible. I felt so, I couldn't even get up. I was just like, oh my god, I just felt like, okay, I'm gonna get the worst cold I could possibly get coming up. So, hold on, baby. So, sorry, weird pause. I had to go get this little one some milk. But anyways, so then my husband's like, just try to get up and take a shower, maybe the steam, or you'll just feel better. Maybe you didn't get enough rest. He was just naming these things, and I was like, I just don't feel good. So I got up, I took a shower. He was going to work. I actually just laid back down. Right when I still felt horrible when I got out of the shower. I laid back down afterwards, and I fell asleep. I was trying to fall asleep, and I was just in my towel, dead tired. And thank God my mother-in-law was here that day, so she was kind of taking care of her, because I literally couldn't function. I was just in bed pretty much the whole day. So as the day progressed, I felt worse and worse. I started to get this weird pain underneath my rib cage on my right side. It was just a pulling, aching pain. It just hurt. I was dehydrated like you would not believe. I would drink and drink and drink water, Gatorade, and juice, and it felt like I was drinking nothing. I just couldn't quench a thirst. I had zero appetite. Everything looked disgusting when I looked at it. I couldn't, I didn't know what was going on. So I started to get worried at 6 o'clock. The baby was still moving just fine. She was moving all day, but I got worried because I hadn't eaten. The only thing I ate all day was half a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it wasn't good whatsoever. And I started to get worried because I'm like, okay, I can't eat and I feel like I'm dehydrated, so let me just call my doctor. So how my doctor works is I have to call a nurses hotline, which is with the hospital, and I'll talk to them, and they can they give you advice pretty much. So I called around 7:30. Oh sure, thank you. So I called around 7, and I just explained to her what was going on, and she said, oh, I think you should come in and get checked. And I was like, well, come in where? And she's like, to labor and delivery, and, just get checked out, because to me it sounds like preeclampsia. And if you don't know what preeclampsia is, it's usually something that, it's usually something that women get, later on in their pregnancy, and it's high blood pressure, it's extremely dangerous, and it scared the shit out of me, to be honest, when she said that. So I called my husband at work. He didn't answer. I called him like 6 times on his work phone and his regular phone, and he didn't answer, and I was starting to get like panicked, and I called him back again, and he finally answered, and it just made me so mad because he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear my phone. She's like, I just want to say, you need to get home now. So that was pretty much the extent of the conversation. So he came home, and we ended up driving there to the hospital. So we drive to the hospital, and I go into labor and delivery. I get all checked in. I go in the room, and I'm just laying there, and they put the monitors on my belly. And I'm hearing her heartbeat. Sounded great. The nurse, as soon as I laid down, she checked my hands and my feet, and she's like, okay, you're not swollen at all, so that's a really good sign. And they put the blood pressure cuff on me to check my blood pressure. So you want it on or off? Put it on or take it off. So she's doing all these tests, and she's like, everything looks good, your blood pressure looks good, everything, you don't have protein in your urine, anything like that. She's like, so I think, maybe you just caught a bug of some sort, and that's why you're not feeling well, because you're not dehydrated. Like, everything was checking out normal. So long story, I was there for like 2 hours. They were doing like all kinds of tests. They did blood work, they did all kinds of stuff, and I was just happy because I started to feel a little bit better, because she had given me Tylenol and Pepsid, because while I was there I was having extremely bad acid reflux. So I was just like, oh, okay, I just caught a bug, whatever, I'm fine. So I go home. My husband's like, oh, you feel better, at least it was nothing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. So I go home, and then it was like 11:30 at night when we got back, or almost midnight. So, you want to take a shower? Not yet, baby. It's still early. So then we get home, and I just went immediately to sleep, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll feel a little better when I wake up in the morning. Wake up on Tuesday morning? No. No, did not feel better whatsoever. I was like, oh my god, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was like, I have the freaking stomach flu. Because the stomach flu is the only thing you get when you don't have a fever. All you have is the disgusting symptoms that come with a stomach flu. I don't need to run down them because I'm sure everybody knows, and I don't need to TMI everybody on here. So I was like, oh god. And then I remembered the week prior, exactly a week prior, my daughter had it. And she got sick the day before. We went to Disneyland last week, and then, or 2 weeks ago now. And the day we went to Disneyland, when we came home, she got sick. And she was throwing up the next day, and I was like, oh no, this is it. So I texted my husband, and I was like, crap, I have the stomach flu. So I full on had the stomach flu for 3 days. I was throwing up, and it was just, I couldn't eat. I literally didn't eat. And then finally, like, Friday rolled around, which was 2 days ago, and I started to feel like okay. When I woke up, I was like, okay, I feel a little bit better. I still had a little bit of symptoms, but I was able to like get up and do my normal things. We're gonna paint right now when I'm done. So then I felt much better. So yesterday was the first day I felt like 100% back to myself. So that was a very eventful week. That was extremely stressful, and I was like, oh my god, I cannot believe that at pregnant, that's the last thing you want, is the freaking stomach flu. And it was horrible, and I am so happy that it's gone. And I'm praying my husband does not get it again, because me and my daughter already got it, and I don't want him to get it. But oh god, I am so happy that's done. So that was over with. That's been the major symptoms of this week. I don't really have any pregnancy symptoms going on, other than I have horrible acid reflux still, and I actually bought Pepsid now to take, because I can't deal with it. Even at night, like, it makes it almost impossible for me to sleep. I have to sleep with a couch pillow underneath my pillow to keep my like head kind of up, so it's not as horrible to, like, it doesn't burn when I burp pretty much. But other than that, I think like that's pretty much been the main thing that has gone on symptom-wise, I do have a doctor's appointment this Wednesday, so I'll get more updates for you guys for that, so I can find out, you know, what exactly, you know, as far as I know, when you have a stomach bug and you're pregnant, there's really nothing you can do but tough it out and drink a lot of water, which is what I did. I drank and drank and drank a ton, and I feel back to myself now, so that's good. So yeah, I had to get those out and knock those symptoms out. Real quick, other things happening because I don't want this to be ridiculously long. We got our stroller. We have a Quincy stroller. It's like the bassinet type stroller that I wish I could show you guys, but it is huge and it's already in our trunk because it's so big we don't even know where else to put it. So we're just keeping it in there for now. That's all put together. It's black. I'm going to link it below. So, whoa,
hi guys.
Watch out, baby. Be careful. I'm going to link it below so you guys can see what it looks like that way. Here, sit right here. So you guys can see what it looks like. And another thing, I think I said it, that we are not having a baby shower, but now we are having a baby shower. My mother-in-law is actually doing it for us, and it is going to be the day after my daughter's baby shower, my daughter's birthday party. So it's going to be on December 7th, and yeah, it's butterfly themed, so I will keep you guys updated on those plans and stuff. I have to get my guest list and everything like that ready. My sister's making the invitations for both of us, her party and mine. So I think that's it pretty much with the life events. It was a pretty crazy week. I am so happy that it's over with. Next week we are in 3rd trimester, and then my camera totally cut off. So let me just show you guys belly, and then I will be back next week for week 29. Ugh. So this is 29 or 28 weeks. Huge belly. So I'll see you guys next week.